welcome everyone to our virtual co-working and write-in, edit-in events. I'm Coral Sands, author and your host for today's writing event. To keep myself accountable, I love write-in events. I want to warn you though, when I host, I post prompts followed by short bursts of break time so it can really be productive. Think of this as a 1-hour marathon of working on your story. And this will be live on Twitch and YouTube, but feel free to watch the VODs afterwards so you can pause if you need more time. Now, during our short breaks, I feature an adoption corner. This week, we feature Elvis and Lulu, two bonded senior bunnies. And if you're in the Chicagoland area, Fur Angels Animal Sanctuary has many rabbits, just like Elvis and Lulu here, looking for families to take on these special bonds. Please go to furangelsas.com to submit an application today. Now, we have an exciting announcement. We will be releasing our first album of lo-fi music on Patreon. So if you want to listen to any of the songs that you hear during our streams today, you can stop by my Patreon for access to the songs anytime. The first song is posted. So go to patreon.com/sandswriter. All right. So now let's talk about upcoming events. We have a bunch. In August, we are doing Worldbuilding. Everything from today on, we are going to be world building to prepare for Novel Quest, and that includes. So we'll be doing a ton of world building in August. Then in September, we're going to be really diving into character building. October will be Preptober, where we're going to really get into things from the idea to plots and things like that. And then in November, we will be doing our big Novel Quest writing event. We're really excited about that. Now, it's August, and that means it's time to world build to prepare for November's Novel Quest. I love world building, and there's so many different ways to go about this. The first thing we must do is decide whether we're going to use a primary world, a world that is similar to Earth, or a secondary world, a world where you make it up from scratch. Now, if you're using a primary world, during this first sprint, I want you to write down where you might need to do some research. Like if you're writing about a different country, you might need to research that country. And if you're doing a primary world that has some changes, jot down what makes it different from this world. Maybe your world has everything the same, but in this incarnation, there are shifters in it. Or maybe Hitler never existed. Or maybe we now live in a dystopian far in the future, and there are only remains of what is today is just remains. If you're exploring a secondary world, take the 5 minutes to tell us about this world. What is it called? Where is it located? Etc. Now, as I said, we're going to do a 5-minute quick sprint, and you're going to decide whether you're going to use a primary world or a secondary world. And then I also want you to include when the story takes place. Okay, so let's do 5 minutes on the clock, and let's dive in to whether we're going to be doing a primary world or secondary world. Let's do this. All right. All right, that ding means it is time for our adoption corner. All right, we got the adorable Elvis and Lulu here to keep us company all day today, and we're really excited because Elvis and Lulu are adorable. Elvis is the one with the crazy hair, and he is 7 years old, and then there's the adorable Lulu, who is only 5 years old. Elvis is male, Lulu is female, and they are both bonded and available for adoption. So if you've never had a rabbit before, now is the perfect opportunity to look into fostering a rabbit. We have so many rabbits needing foster homes, and it's a great way to have a full community of support. and they're super adorable, and it's a great way to learn more about rabbits and rabbit care and all of that. So that's super, super exciting. All right. Love bunnies. They're all adorable. But let's talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing in our next sprint. Our next sprint is going to be 10 minutes. And I want you to dive in. Excuse me. I want you to think about where your story is going to need to take place. Spend 10 minutes listing all different types of places you might need. And start big and then focus in as you list the different things. You could do it similar to how I have the example, world, country, city, town, like that. Or if you have all very similar stuff, you could just put MC's house, local bar, just type in as many different locations that you think would be really cool to include in your story. You might not use any of these, but just try to focus in on some places that your story might take place. Okay, so I know I need a place in Costa Rica. So right, that ding means it is time for our adoption corner. There they are. How did everybody do? Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello. Welcome, everyone. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful stream today. It says a Cheshire Pope and a band of Mad Hatters appears. We're all mad here. We love it. We love the shenanigans. It's phenomenal. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Hi. It's so exciting. What are you guys writing about today? Get some good writing in, I hope. We're in the middle of world building here, and it is so much fun to dig into these and create these new worlds, and I absolutely love it. It's so interesting. And so yeah, for those of you that don't know, I love doing prompts followed by short bursts of breaks where I get to talk with you guys and say hello. And then we immediately jump right in and try to be really productive. And while we're in our breaks, we have the adorable Elvis and Lulu, which is the two bunnies on the screen here that are available for adoption. Cheshire Pope says, I'm drafting chapter 30 of my cozy queer serial fiction. Have a week to get it scheduled. I love that so much. I'm also writing a queer adjacent, it's not adjacent, I should say it is a supernatural queer fiction story, and it's tentatively called the Rejected Mates Club, and I absolutely love the idea of a bunch of people grouping together to try to solve problems, and so that's what the thing is. Oh, I should really quickly go in to talk about what we are working on next, since our sprint is starting right now. All right, choose one of your locations that your main character feels most comfortable, then write a quick scene describing it. You have more time to rewrite it from your character's point of view, but through the lens of someone losing someone close to them. How does that change how your character sees the world? So let's go ahead and dive in to that. All right, so I'm going to pick one of my characters because I have like 5 of them, and I'm just going to pick one. We have our lone wolf. His name is Tank, and he is an adventurer. Loves to travel. He feels most comfortable traveling. All right, and with that ding, it means it's time for our break time. How did everybody do? Did you get in a lot of writing? This was such an interesting prompt because I am not really sure where my story is going right now, but it was just fun to sit there and draft a little bit about where one of my characters could be from. And so that was an interesting adventure. So let me tell you a little bit more about the Rejected Mates Club. It is going to be as I said, a paranormal fiction and a group of supernatural creatures like shifters and vampires and witches all have to come together and work on a problem. And if they do that, then they get a cure to what ails them. And for these groups of people, they are suffering from their mates going and rejecting them. So hopefully it's an interesting concept, and to kind of go into what we're going to be working on next. This is going to be really fun. Okay, so my book has werewolves, vampires, witches, and they're humans, but the humans don't know about these groups. So for this next prompt for the sprint, it's going to be another 10 minutes, and we're going to take time to dive into society and culture and how it might affect your story. There's so many things you can explore, from social expectations to diversity, art, and fashion, to touch on as many things as you can think of. Remember, you'll do a deep dive later, but jot down notes to get yourself started. I'm excited because I have 3 different types of cultures, actually 4 different cultures that I need to create something that is different. Okay, so you have werewolf culture, Jericho culture, so actually more than that. Jericho. Then we have wolf culture. And we have vampire culture. Number 1. And vampire culture number 2. Then we have witch culture and human culture. There's a lot here. Okay, so we have warriors. Then they have lots of training. Warriors help. All right, that means it is time for a quick break. All right, how did that go? It's one of my favorite topics, which is culture, and there's so many different types of culture and stuff like that, and there's so much to unpack in each of those different societies, and I could legitimately spend an entire hour on that. How did you do? What cultures did you dive into? I have an Americanized mind, and so most of my cultures are unfortunately with that, but I'm going to do a lot of research to hopefully create some different cultures that are not Americanized or Europeanized and stuff like that. So I have a lot of research to do. One of my groups is out of Russia, so I have to do a lot of research on Russian culture. And so that will be really hard and but fun and exciting. And I don't know why I picked Russia. I wanted a place that was cold and that had a completely different culture than America, and I guess I could pick somewhere else. It doesn't necessarily need to be Russia. So, all right. So, because I love culture so much, I love politics. I mean, in government and history and lineages. And so I wanted to take some time to jot down possibilities for politics and government. And I want you to include pieces of history and lineages that might be needed. So start big and narrow your focus as you learn more about your story. I will pick one group, maybe my vampires, and let's dive into the vampire history. All right, since we have two main covens. All right, so two covens. One. Okay. Okay. Come to ruling. All right, and with that sound means it is time for our adoption corner. Oh. Oh. No, that means time is up. Oh my gosh, we went so that was our hour is we just completed our 1 hour world building marathon. Fantastic work, everyone. Now, during our next event, we will be streaming at our usual time, Sunday, August 18th at 11 a.m. Central Time event on Twitch and YouTube. And we will be continuing our deep dive into world building. And I am so excited to come up with some various prompts and maybe dive into some other cultures that will need to be created for my story. And I'm really excited about that. And I hope that you guys will all join me. And remember, even if you don't make your goals, you're attempting to put in an effort to write a little bit every day. And that is amazing. If you want to keep in touch, you can join our Facebook group, the Rabbit Writing Retreat. And before I go, I must thank our amazing producer, David McGinnis. I couldn't do any of this without him. Not only that, he created all the music that you heard during this stream. So we have a link to my Patreon if you want to listen to the music at any time. Now, in the description includes links to all of my social media. If you like this content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And now it's time for us to raid out. So let me go ahead and find someone to raid. And we are going to raid, let's see, someone fun. Let's see. We have, there's so many really awesome people, but let's keep the Pomodoro style sprints going and we'll raid into the Game of Thrones. Ready to raid. And thank you again for joining us. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time.